Hey everyone, Daniel Kayser here at E3 2016 for UnrealEngine.com, speaking with Ben, who's the creative director on Rokh, an amazing game taking us to Mars later this year. For those that don't know about Rokh, Ben, tell them what it's all about.
So Rokh is it's a survival sandbox on Mars. It's a multiplayer game that you play on dedicated servers, persistent servers. So you play with your friends, and you have to survive the first conditions of Mars. Mars is a very hostile environment, and you guys are inclined to do things together to overcome these challenges.
Yes, and it's a very vast and ambitious game, several hundred miles of Mars to traverse with data from NASA specifically. Tell us about the terrain and the type of work that went into creating it.
We have indeed a very vast world, which is 155 square miles. All of the map is designed using real data from NASA, so that everything you see could actually be on Mars. The only thing is that we twisted part of it to get a fun level design experience. So a fun experience exploring, traveling on the map. And of course, Unreal Engine was really helpful to achieve that.
There's so many aspects of this game that I find intriguing, but the crafting component is really awesome and very deep. Talk a little bit about the crafting in Rokh and how it kind of goes next level with your ability to create things that will help you with surviving.
It's basically the whole purpose of the project. So we're a big fan of survival games. We love them. Basically, we're trying to bring a very modular and granular crafting system. So you're going to go through crafting parts that have properties that are defined very much by the raw material you're using, and then assembling all of them. And basically you can craft weapons of your own that have unique stats because of all this process that goes from collecting this raw material, transforming them, and assembling them into something.
A lot of times games taking place on Mars are about survival of the fittest, but a lot of times here it's survival of the friendliest, because you have to work together in order to survive, specifically in regards to the terrain and all the elements and things that are up against you. Talk a little bit about the component of teamwork to survive in Rokh.
Rokh is a sandbox game, so it's basically no rules. You guys define the rules on each server, the way you want to play. But so there is PvP. I mean, you guys can really fight each other. But at the same time, we designed it and we balanced it in a way where you guys are really much encouraged to play together, because these challenges are they're very dangerous, and it can be survival of the fittest, survival of the smartest, and spending this time together trying to overcome this is actually going to be much more valuable, and you get much more reward than trying to just rule the server by yourself.
It seems like a very rich idea, and bringing it to life could obviously be quite a chore. How did Unreal Engine help you bring the vision for the game actually to life?
I mean, let's just take the math. We started producing this game, so we're working on the concept last September. Starting writing a line of code, the first line of code probably around mid-December, and we'll have an early access available with a really meaningful experience, with a lot of game systems, a stable experience, visually, I think pretty thrilling, and this could not be achievable without a technology that basically gives us the means to, once we have the idea, go for it. So September 2016, while we started coding in December 2015. It's such a short time, and that's the benefit of Unreal Engine. The other thing is that because we go for an online game that is persistent, that needs to be able to gather a lot of people at the same place on a server, we needed a technology that was really robust, that would allow us to scale. We want to deliver a quality experience, even though it's an early access game and that there will be bugs for sure. We still want to have a stable experience, something that scales up with the community. And Unreal Engine for us is very helpful. We couldn't have done it without it.
Excellent. Well, we're super happy that you did. Now, you mentioned early access. Tell our audience a little bit about where they can find out more about the game and when they could enter early access with Rokh.
Sure. So every information is available on rokhthegame.com. Rokh is R-O-K-H. Remember that. And of course, we'll have all the social media channels, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. You can have a lot of information there. And the game will be, the date is not, the release date of the early access is not defined precisely, but it will be end of September, very beginning of October.
All right, well, we'll keep an eye out for that, Ben. We appreciate your time here at E3. We hope you enjoy the show. Best of luck with the rest of the way up until early access. And for more on all Unreal Engine games, you can head online to unrealengine.com.